I would like to talk, to live and to explore more with you about what you shared, how disturbance is happening.
What is happening?
Disturbance,
Disturbance.
because we were seeing this thing from different perspectives already in this meeting, I feel. And the last one is the psychological aspect, I would say. And I'm having great fun actually to explore in my own time and see how subtle filters of resistance are. And it seems like to be always, it comes in, I would say, it's very magical. I cannot really put a label on it, but if I would put a label, I would say it's comes in the thoughts. It's a thought thing only, and as it, when I dive deep into this thing, then I see the idea of being fragile, being a self, being separate is also comes in this. It's always like a little shadow, like it's, yeah. This is what I.
Oh yes, yes,
maybe
yes.
I just wanted
Yes,
to
yes.
talk with you about it or share with you.
For you also, and especially for everyone also, that right now and whenever you feel exploring this aspect, that let's see how what life events are impacting me in this moment, not accessing the memory, but more living the truth of this moment. No, then try to change your attitude from the present attitude, which is mostly either personal or at least spiritual, to more of a scientific. Like let's say you are a scientist, and you on your own body you are trying to read how life event impacts you and where. Like this, observe only, and you are going to note down after every, reading. Note down the reading. Okay, this happened, and obviously you will become so neutral because you are the subject and you are the observer, the scientist also. And like this, you will see so simply. Like one thing, for example, you said very valuable. There is sort of a sense of vulnerability, or inside. No, it is felt, but that is the same thing which is also giving me the impression of being something else. It's like one thing playing as two, like taking myself as something other than who I am, giving the impression that I am vulnerable or weak, or can be like this inside. No? Yeah, and this kind of feeling, this kind of feeling of vulnerable, we are trying to protect it, which is okay. This is part of living as a human, that we cannot expose our vulnerability in front to everyone. No, but also we are not at all living it ever. Meditation, satsang is the time where we can actually face it. Let's see what exactly is this vulnerability. And you are only going to discover your strength of the being while facing the vulnerability. Because you will feel it is in me, I am not it. It's in me, I am not it. You have already become free from it. Now it will be more of a functioning or state of energies or kosh. And you can refine them as much as you want. You know, If you want to live like a very fearless being, then you do accordingly change your energies. And then you will not feel vulnerable in certain situations of life. But now you know it is all limited to my energies which are inside me. It's not connected to who I am. And these are two things now, which is an amazing discovery, isn't it? Freedom. No? Like while letting your energies be the way they are, and still you have become free from them. You know, because if you have discovered in this very moment, or you are discovering continuously that these energies are inside me. So in relation to other people, how they will define me based on my behavior, yes, I am vulnerable. But for myself, I am not. For myself, I just am. I am neither vulnerable nor strong. These are different states of my energies, and based on the state of energy, they will respond. You know, like with your fist, generally speaking, I don't know about you, with your fist, you can punch a sponge box, no, but you cannot punch a wall, for example. No. Why? I should be strong. I am the self, no? Yeah, you are the self, but your body is not prepared for it yet, no? You need to prepare, no? In the same way, different energies inside, no? They are not prepared for everything all the time. A work is required to change the energies, no? But no work is required to change the self because it is not possible. Only work is required to discover yourself, no? While discovering that, hey, my energies are changing and can change. You know, this, what I'm sharing in the simplicity may not really feel so valuable, but it is the complete view in one go. The self, its wisdom, and all of the course or all the energies in front of it all the time. Inside. Inside. No? By the way, what is inside? Let's talk about it also. What do you mean by inside? Meaning we are not going to dismiss anything, but just let's say between me and you. Don't tell anybody, okay? What we discovered today. What exactly is inside? You know, right now try to live. What exactly you mean by inside? Inside means inside the body, inside the bodies or the kosh or the what I'm calling energies. What is inside? Just one question. What is inside for you? Inside myself. What is inside yourself? And where exactly this inside is? Where is this inside? Again, inside the body, inside the bodies or inside the different kosh. So you can tell me if you have found something.
I feel the way it like the conditioned way to what I feel is the inside is more of a practical distinction between like the feelings, voices that just I can hear and that we all can hear or whatever. like this. It's a practical, my body, not just I feel my body. And when you ask me directly what inside means for me, then this is a great invitation to see that I cannot distinguish in reality in between inside or outside. It's impossible. This world of inside, this intimacy, sort of a feeling, I am here feeling, it becomes part of the picture, it becomes part of outside, yet I'm not able to say that I'm not it, or that it's outside and I'm inside.
One more question is coming inside me, that everything is happening in the space, no? So this inside maybe is what you are calling my space. Maybe this is what is inside. So is there anything called my space?
I would say no, not really. It's a picture only. It's a
It's good. It's good. It was a trick question because this is one of the most subtle attachment we the self has, my space, and then the whole, you know, whole marriage begins after that. My space, and then what is in my space, and then the whole, work begins. And what about myself? Just trying to trying to take the last step in a way with you, what is myself? Let's say the self is gold, my is copper. How much copper, how much gold in this myself? I don't mean that you cannot say the word like this. I mean is that do you mean it when you say myself? Do you mean myself when you say myself, or do you mean the self only when you say myself? No? Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Because self is that which is, and that which I am. Not that I have become this traveler who was seeking, now has become the self, or has found that I am the self. So that's why it is myself. Not like this. No, there is no traveler. There is no seeker left now. You have not achieved anything. You are only waking up. And when you are waking up, it is all new for you in a way, like first time. You know, it's not like, okay, in continuation with what I have understood so far, okay, this is where this fits, this is where this fits, this is where this fits. No, no, no. None of it fits anywhere, really. It's brand new. But it is so beautiful because it is actual now, actual. You are actually living the existence, no? Or truth. Same thing, no? Existence beyond the idea of my existence is the same truth, which is universal and one in nature. And what about the individuality now? Because individuality is here, I can see clearly, no? The self has not left this body yet. What about this body and its individuality? It's a point of views, its likings, its dislikings, its life also. Like what about money? What about other? Like I'm not saying go in detailing of it, but what is the truth of it now? What what do you feel? Just few words. I don't know what you will say, but just say something.
Um, this feels like things that are coming and going.
Meaning that this individuality is like this.
Yeah. Sometimes it can be present like any other thing that comes and goes is present, and other times it's not any at all present. It's not always here. It's not always.
When you are active in the body, that time it is present or not?
No, for sure, I
Eh?
would say more not.
When you are, let's say, doing something, walking,
Yeah, I
talking to
feel.
somebody, or buying some grocery or some bread or something, no? German bread. That time, are you? What about this?
I feel it can be so and so. I can buy a bread and have not at all this feeling, and suddenly, there's this, and that's the way I like this. Lena is doing this. This is the way she's having small talk, and I'm seeing this sense like as an object within the pool of objects, and then other times I could be even more active, and this sort of object is not there.
Understand? Yeah. Yes, is good. Is good. Then you can just it will take care. It will settle down in some way. Meaning, as soon as this object which you see as Lena will completely dissolve, because it is a shadow of the past. Then you will be very happy to be Lena again. Then you will become ordinary again. But now you will know I am the truth all the time. You will be able to behave very normally and very simply believe, not believing, but living that I am Lena. But your every statement or every breath will be first and last breath always. Life begins and ends here. No life before or after. But very ordinary. This is how the Zen beings Zen masters are seen living, no? Who have kind of completed their journey. Life becomes ordinary again. And now there is no one living it. Or precisely that which is called no one is living it. It does not have any objection about being a person or not. It has no idea what is a person basically. The idea of what is a person is a personal idea. It's not an existential idea. Existence does not know what is a person from its point of view. It knows energies, it knows uh, waves, it knows what the waves are made of, the material. It knows everything which is actually happening. Person is a local imagination happening in a particular body and consciousness connected to that body. Now you will live the existence as it is, no? Which actually is. This laptop actually is. This camera actually is. It's not an imagination. And if it is, find out. You find out yourself. You are actually every day waking up in the morning. You actually every day go to sleep in the night. You will be so surprised that within myself, which is absolutely not changing, ever. This whole thing is happening. And how amazing is it? Obviously, it's good. Little more work left. Allow it to happen, so that you can come to complete effortlessness. So there's only existence left, who does anything and everything. There's no you left at all to do anything, because you are that pure existence. Who is never, who never loses anything and who never achieves anything also. Only it was sleeping in this body by its own will, and now waking up in this body by its own will.